My favorite thing about my city is walking at night. I've always loved the look of it. The hard edges of the light from closed shops, or late night takeout joints casting a kind of greenish fluorescent light on the sidewalk, and more apartment windows lighting up and flickering off. The hands of the clock tower in downtown Brooklyn creeping up into a crooked smirk, and no matter what hour of the night, there being people all over the place. People walking home from jobs, or walking their dogs, or walking out of bars, or walking to the bodega for a late night snack. I'd always end up waiting to check out behind the kind of drunk girls leaving concerts who would always compliment your jacket, or occasionally I'd be the drunk girl in the bodega, making small talk with the nice men who make me falafel, and always ask after the current health and well-being of my family and my dog. But even when I don't talk to anyone, it's good. There's a concept in physics called potential energy. It's the energy held by an object because of its position relative to other objects. Like the energy your phone has when you're holding it up to read Twitter in bed because of the potential it has to fall on your face. Walking around the city at night feels like that. Felt like that. Being in proximity to all the other bodies moving, there was an energy kicking off of them that I was always swimming through. So that just walking around the block felt like going somewhere, that something exciting was around the corner at any time, that I could be someone exciting within it all. It felt exactly like potential in all the senses of that word. I turned 29 today, which is older than I had planned for being. Like, to be clear, I knew I would make it here. I've just never sat down and put a shape to what I thought life would look like at this age. I'd gone through life kind of plotting out some ideas until I was around 25. And when all those plans went to shit, I stopped worrying about what the future needed to look like so much. I never had a 5-year or a 3-year or even a 1-year plan that included 29. An age where I think it's safe to say you're no longer judged or valued based on your potential. You just are who you are. It's a good thing I stopped planning, I guess, because I never could have expected that I would be 5 years out of the closet, or 4 years out of a marriage, or 3 years living in New York City, or 2 years into a job I didn't even know existed 5 years ago. And I'm glad that all of those things happened. All of the plans fell apart because I could not be in possession of the things that I had planned for and also in possession of my self-worth. I grew into a person I respected by learning that a plan is not a guarantee of anything, that certainty is a myth because all the objects you position yourself in relation to can also move. And that's a lesson that we're collectively relearning together now. Trying to make my annual time capsule of a self seems like a strange exercise when everything seems more or less suspended. My future isn't planned out, but now neither is the entire world's. I don't think there's anything about who I am now that exists outside of that context, that is not in position relative to something else. And I get that I've built a career off of it, but I also get tired of sitting inside and navel-gazing, so instead, let's go for a walk in the city at night. Walking at night works out especially well now because nobody's on their way to essential errands or out for a jog in the sunlight. At most you see someone walking a dog or guys on electric delivery bikes sipping people their takeout orders. It's easy to maintain 6 feet of distance from nobody, but I miss that buzzy feeling of moving through a space that other people are also moving through. I mean, it taught me how to walk with a confidence that I didn't have before. We're all anxious to see what comes next and who we will be, how we will recover, how we will care for each other. But right now, we care for each other by waiting and behaving as though we live in a position relative to other people. Because without them, who are we now?
I don't know how, but I'm taller. It must be something in the water. Everything's growing in our garden. resentment's getting smaller.